Dream Team, welcome back to our podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beautiful people, Dream Team? Welcome to another exciting installment of Here's a Thought with the Max. My name, oh my gosh, it's been a while. My name is Lerato Maketa.
And my name is Phetola Maketa.
The episode beautiful. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise.
I was looking at you and I was like, wait till you clean up very
here's the
nicely.
thing, guys.
What
My
a
wife
fade,
makes
guys.
me look so
Look at my husband's
good.
face, guys. Listen.
Stop it. I like it. Guys, if you don't, go ahead.
Oh, sorry,
Go
I was
ahead, go
about
ahead.
to say, my love, so sorry for interrupting you.
It's all
We do not have
good.
Calvin in the house today, guys, and it's 100% our fault.
Yeah.
Better planning. We'll do better next time. House rules, yes.
Good. House rules. Guys, please remember here we like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that notification bell to know every single time we upload a new installment and watch the adverts. Thank you very please.
Thank you very please. Babe, before we get into this installment, I'd like to shout out a few people.
All right.
So what's been happening lately is that every time we go out, we have someone affirming us, encouraging us. It used to happen in dribs and drabs, but lately it happens quite a lot and we appreciate it so much. I want to shout out Letabo. I bumped into Letabo at
What's up, Letabo?
Mr. Price 4 ways a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Ndosh, we bumped into Ndosh when we were going into Virgin Active.
That's right.
Q Ngobo, we bumped
That's
into
right.
her at Papachino's. Guys, you've been so amazing. We also bumped into on Sunday at the theatre at the Square.
Theatre on the Square.
Yes.
The Mulibatsi.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yes,
Mulabati
yes,
family,
yes,
the
Mulabati
Mulabati family.
Yeah, shout
thank
out
you
to
guys
you.
so much. Because baby, when we see people and they come to us and they encourage us, when we don't feel like shooting, because it sometimes happens, we are encouraged to be like, you know what, we have an army of people rooting for us, encouraging us, affirming us.
Thank you for the love and support, guys. We really do appreciate you. And we did mean it when we said, if you see us, just say, what's up, man? Like, it's really cool. It really does encourage us. And,
it does.
You know, sometimes we've just had a fight. And then somebody goes,
we literally hardly fight anymore.
Anymore. Yeah. But we did have a very interesting conversation the other day. And it didn't turn into a fight, which... shows our growth and maturity. You know
Mostly
what I mean?
my growth.
Which is amazing. But we had a very interesting conversation. So today we've titled this installment, Can You Completely Be Yourself Around Your Partner? Wait for it. It gets good.
What?
Yeah. No, I'm saying what we're about to say.
I was about to say you're going to drop something.
No. Wait for it. It's quite an interesting conversation.
So can you completely be yourself around your partner?
Yeah. I think let's go to how this conversation came about. What happened?
So what happened was that I was listening to a show on Metro FM. I think it was Ask a Man, LKG. And I remember Lerato Khanyago was saying that she's got an alter ego. So LKG is her alter ego. And I think her colleagues also said that, I also have an alter ego. I'm not the same person with everyone.
Yeah. So with colleagues, I'm this person. With friends, I'm this person. So
I came home and I was like, babe, I heard a very interesting conversation.
We were driving.
And I was like, what do you think? Are you the same person as you are with me?
That's not what you asked me, babe. You asked me if I have an alter ego.
Oh, okay, sorry. You did say that you could never bring me to a court case.
I'll never come. I have to testify for me, guys.
And I remember before you went into it, you said, actually, I think you said you did, but you were like, there was a friend of yours who once said that you are subdued when you are with your wife. And I was like, Miliko comes in different sizes. And
which one is this one?
Which one is this one? I was like, girl, you can't be telling my man that he is not himself when he's with me. So I took offense.
Yeah.
After you said that, but then you unpacked it. And after you unpacked it, I still felt more heart sore.
We're going for counseling, by the way.
We are?
Yeah, because don't you remember after the conversation, you were like, we need to go and speak to Dr. Ingrid about this.
Because I was like, I'm very concerned about this.
Yeah, we're going for counseling.
I need to make that appointment.
Yeah, for sure. So I do have an alter ego. One of the things that I said to my wife in that conversation was, I do have an alter ego and she knows that alter ego and she doesn't like it. She doesn't like that guy. She doesn't like the person that I am, and she has been not shy about expressing how unimpressed she is with that person, with that alter ego, with that personality, with that energy. It just doesn't vibe with her. My wife felt like this was a little bit of a low blow for her. If I could use that word. So it was a little bit of a low blow for her because she believes in this idea of us being able to be completely ourselves at all times around each other. Now, you did make the distinction just now by saying, well, you know, the reality is there is a personality that you adopt when you're with your parents, and you're somewhat different with your friends, and you're somewhat different in the workplace, and there's certain things you take on. Basically, you read the room, right? And there's a certain personality that you take on. The question is, can you be all of those things with your partner? And is it okay, more importantly, to not necessarily be all of that with your partner? My view is this. I gave up the idea that I have to be able to be all those things in front of my partner because I practice active listening. If my wife continues to tell me that she's not that person, I'm constantly coming on this platform and I'm saying, guys, don't let a relationship change who you are at the core of your being. I've also said on this platform that don't expect your partner to be everything that you need them to be, right? So you need them to be a great listener. You need them to be a great provider. You need them to be a great friend. You need them to be a great turn-up partner. You need them to be a great cuddler. You need them to be like, no partner is going to check every single box. And so what I've done is I've said, okay, when it comes to that alter ego side of me, I respect the fact that my wife does not appreciate that guy, but that person is still a part of me. So I'm going to go out, read the room. Can I be that person in the space? And I'm going to be that person for as long as my wife is not there. When my wife is there, I don't want to be answering 21 questions. Why were you so loud? Why were you this?
Baby, sorry. Maybe explain what this alter ego is like.
I'm lit. That's the best way. So very charismatic.
So I want you to be boring.
No. I'm so very conversational, super friendly. Doesn't matter the gender, by the way, which can be problematic. I'm outspoken. I can be loud. I can be the center of attention. And what would be seen by my wife as unnecessary, I can be that.
Sure. So I think one of the reasons why I suggested counseling is because I felt like, why would you are you with me? Like, why would you want to be with someone whom you can't fully be yourself with? That was my first thing, because I was like, I don't want you to wake up 90, well, I don't know if we'll still be alive. 90, not 90
50 years from
50 years from now. And you are resentful because you couldn't be all that you wanted to be. Right? And for me, I was like, I don't want to be that person that wants to stand in your way. And I think the words that I used is, I don't want to dim your light. I think that's the word that I used. I was like, if you are this person who is outgoing, who is friendly, who is loud, who is this, I don't want to be able to diminish that light. Right? And I think my biggest thing with that alter ego, I don't necessarily think that I hated my love. I don't. Let me tell you why. So I remember you made an example of, I think, when we started sort of courting, seeing each other. And I remember seeing you driving into church, right? And your music was loud, and you had your arm outside your window, and everyone was just looking at you. And I was like, Lord, are you sure that this is my husband? And I think in my mind, I had this idea of what my husband is going to be like. I had this expectation of what Mzalwane husband should be like, right?
Yeah.
And maybe those expectations are the ones that in Kawatileng in terms of accepting your alter ego. Because I thought that having siriti, what's siriti? Dignity was that you are not loud, you are not this and this and that. And I think also because I was very new in my walk with Christ, I had warped ideas of how I myself should act like as a woman of God.
Yeah.
Right? And I think I projected all of that onto you. I was projecting maybe also my fears in terms of, wanting to be a good Christian, whatever that looks like, or a dignified Christian. And I think looking back at those days, I mean, I still had to grow in my walk with Christ and my faith. I was very wet behind the ears. I now know that God is more concerned about your character as opposed to your personality and how you should present yourself, right? And sometimes how you were offended me. So it was offensive in terms of, especially when we would go out.
It offended your expectations.
It offended my expectations. And it also sometimes offended me because I can be a black and white person. And you, over the years, you've taught me to color outside the lines. I'm very black, I'm very white, it should look like this. If it doesn't look like this, it is wrong. And over the years, I've learned that you can't live according to my expectations, right? Just because you are a certain way doesn't mean that it is wrong.
Right.
It is what it is. You are who you are.
Right.
And I feel like one of the biggest things, though, that used to irk me was the boundaries issue. I used to feel like you are so lit, you are so accommodating, you are so
accessible.
You are so accessible,
I'm so accessible,
and sometimes to the wrong people.
Right.
And that used to offend me. Yeah.
Which is why then I didn't change.
Yeah.
Because I just knew that in this space, then these are my boundaries.
But also, baby, I don't want it to look like especially when that person was like, you are so subdued when you. It's like you are being abused or something, and I was just like, I don't like that.
I think interrogating any topic based on how things look from the outside is a little bit problematic for me, and I think you know that.
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about how people feel, how things look, for as long as I know the truth of the beauty that is in this relationship, then that is what it is. Maybe it was a little bit irresponsible for me to share that with you, but it was just a reminder in that moment, trying to explain, like, oh, actually, I remember somebody had actually mentioned this once upon a time, but for me, that's neither here nor there. I do understand, though, how it could be offensive, and I understand how that could look, to be like, oh, okay, this guy, like, but I know my truth. And it's not that. One of the things that I always say is I value very little more in life than peace. I love my peace, guys. And as a result, I pick my battles. Part of picking that battle is saying, oh, okay, I have enough data now. There's enough evidence which tells me that you can't be that person. Now, let's talk about that person really quickly.
Okay.
I'm not attached to the point where I'm kind of in a fetal position in bed going, why can't I be myself around my wife? No, like really, guys, I'm a complete person.
Yeah.
I'm a very dynamic person. I often I've said to my wife before, I've said, when people come to my funeral and different people from different walks of my life are going to be talking.
Yeah.
People are going to be sitting there going, who is
this guy?
Who is he talking about? Because that's not the guy that I met.
Sure.
I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that because I understand that I'm just complicated. I'm just dynamic. I'm just, what you see is not what you get. People wear that as a badge of honor sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, no, with me, what you see is what you get. Well, with me, not really, because it kind of just depends where I'm at, how I'm feeling, what I feel like experiencing in this moment, and I go with it.
Yeah.
My character is very important to keep in check. My integrity is important to keep in check.
Yeah.
My reputation means everything to me. Those things I have to keep like as a base for everything. But apart from that, I'm like, I've walked into rooms where I've been subdued and quiet because I just don't feel like saying anything.
Yeah.
I've walked onto sets where I've been the loudest person and I'm making jokes. Very often you find that I what's the word? I acclimatize, I suppose, to what is missing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if there's a clown in the group, I'm not going to compete with him. I'm going to laugh. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be a part of the thing. If it's boring, then I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to try to bring some life to the space.
Yeah.
If there's somebody really needs to be heard, then I'm going to be the counselor and I'm going to be like, guys, but come on, like, are you really listening to what he or she is saying? They're trying to pour their hearts out. So what I'm talking about is the part of my personality where it's like Larry, right?
Yeah.
So in school I got this name and they called me Larry.
Yeah.
Now Larry is Larry. You know what I mean? Larry is like,
Larry.
Doesn't take anything seriously, always laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm friendly with everybody. Actually, do you guys remember when we had that conversation about a girl coming and asking to take a sip of my drink?
Yeah.
That was Larry. Okay? Now, here's the funny thing. After that, I don't.
See my face.
I often don't like to over-explain myself. But this is the reality, guys. I would do it again. And I want to tell you why. My recollection of that incident was that girl was drunk. That's my recollection. I don't know what you remember. My recollection was that girl was drunk. I always, earlier in our relationship, I used to say to my wife, baby, sometimes when we get upset over things, it's often such an opportunity for us to look at each other and laugh and be like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For me, that was that kind of moment where I would be like, what? You're asking for my drink? Hold on.
Okay.
Right? That was that kind of moment for me. Can I taste your drink? I'd be like, sure. If anything, I wouldn't have taken it back. I would have given it to her and been like, yo, babe, hi. Anyway, and we could have laughed about it, right? That's the Larry. So it was yet another moment where I was like, oh, okay. I'm learning, guys. I'm growing in the process. But part of my learning and growing has to be sensitive about the things that your partner is sensitive about. What I'm not going to do is continue to push my agenda. No, this is who I am. You're going to deal with it or not. No, I'm really not that precious about it.
So can I say something? I think what bothers me about this conversation is I feel like if you are a certain person around, if you can't be that person around me, then it looks like when you're out there, then you are, what's the word? You are sort of escaping accountability. In a sense that, when how look strateng, 1, 2, 3. But you can't be that person while you are with me. So the problem that I have with that is that one, maybe forget that girl who said you are subdued. But two, I feel like it gives people permission to sort of disrespect me when they feel like, Daddy Larry Ramutsiba type vibe, where it's like, you can't be that person when you are with your wife where now when you're out there, then people know the side of you that is lit, where you're giving drunk girls drinks. One swara, my love.
Well, here's the thing.
No, wait, my love. Because I gave you ample time to talk, right?
Go ahead, boo. Go ahead.
And I think maybe in us growing, because guys, we've really grown a lot. We have grown
for sure.
a lot. And in the past 2 years, the growth has been exponential.
That's right.
And I feel like, we can start introducing certain parts of ourselves back into the equation, right? And not have a fight about it, right? And I think you're smiling. And I think with me also, guys, what you see is what you get. And I think that's my badge of honor. And I feel like what used to also maybe irk me a bit, is it to irk? Irk, ne? Is that I sometimes felt like what perform. And I sometimes felt like you're not being authentic. But then, and we spoke about Beyonce, your favorite. There's the Sasha Fierce, So is Sasha Fierce not being authentic? But also Sasha Fierce is performing. Right? And I think for me, it was difficult to get used to that alter ego because I felt like, hi man, this is not you. I felt like you were potentially trying too hard to fit in. I think that was my challenge, to be like, no, Mara baby, man, you are not this person. You are this person. So I was trying to put you in a box where you are saying, no, baby, I can be all these people. And I think for the longest time, I fought that. You are this dignified man of God, M.O.G. You don't give drinks to drunk girls, you see. So I think in my growing, as I'm learning to, because remember, growth, also accepting your partner has a lot to do with accepting yourself. I am growing into a space where there's a lot of self-acceptance that is happening in here, where now I feel like I'm moving more towards accepting you because I'm accepting myself, accepting my flaws, accepting my shortcomings, accepting my weaknesses. I remember when we met, you used to say, you think you're perfect.
You used to say it.
And I think I used to think that, you know,
you're perfect.
I am
perfect.
Holier than thou. I'm
perfect.
You know,
perfect. You used to say, I'm perfect.
And I just thought, hey man, when I maybe how kaira so, we're not perfect.
And you know, that's so, very interesting what you're bringing up, because I suppose it's one of the things that we used to speak to our counselor, our therapist about, you know, the fact that and guys, you know, people use control sort of like a swear word, like, you're controlling. No, sometimes it's a coping mechanism. Like people need to control their surroundings to feel safe. Like, I need this to be like this. I need my covers to be like this. I need my pillows to be like this. I need us to eat at this time. I need us, you know what I mean? And it's just about the security. It's just feeling like, okay, I'm safe in this space. So I think one of the things was that was difficult for me, and I suppose I hadn't really interacted with it before until we were married, is that I then realized that my wife was trying to do the same with me. Like, as a person. So you
feel like I'm controlling?
Were.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Yeah. You were controlling.
Okay.
You know? And so as a result, I then needed to find my own way of coping. You know what I mean? And one of those was, and I'm going back to it, picking my battles.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, okay, seeing that I can't be this around you. I'm going to keep that away from you and keep my peace. It's not that important to me that I need to be fighting you, all the time. The second thing is this and I don't want to keep on going back to the thing with the drink, but you brought it up again. So understand in that moment, it was only okay for me because you were there. And I remember it was something that I was trying to explain to you at that time. I'm never going to go out and disrespect you like as though oh, but you would have done this if your wife wasn't here. No. In fact, there are certain allowances that will be made because my wife is there. And I'm like, no, we are together in this. We are make no mistake. I see my wife is right here and I am acknowledging her presence,
Can I say something, my love?
For sure. Go
so
ahead.
I think I'm glad you raised this point, there's certain things that you feel like you wouldn't do if I'm not around. But I think it also comes with feeling secure and trusting that alter ego. Right? So where I feel like that alter ego understands boundaries. Right? And especially if it's someone, because I get it's another personality, especially if it's a personality, I'm just like, what else does that personality have to offer? Like, what other things can that personality do?
You could have never...
Am I making sense though?
You are making sense, but you could have never found out because you shut it down.
Yeah. Or maybe...
You know what I mean? That personality. So it could be like, why are you so loud? Do you know what I'm saying? So now the boundaries are extended all the way to the level of my voice. Then I'm not interested in then presenting anything else to you because I'm going, why am I loud?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it goes down to there where I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely not happy with that. With that meaning. It's a very hard pill to swallow. I'm not gonna lie. The thing about marriage is that you sometimes have to look at yourself in the mirror and look at the good and the bad and your ugly sides. I'm not proud of the fact that I would say to you, why are you being loud? I'm not proud of it. I want you to be able to be loud around me. And if it maybe does annoy me, it can annoy me, but you can still be loud.
Yeah, look, I mean, the reality is I wouldn't have revisited this because I don't recognize it as a thing. Had we not actually ended up bringing it up, like, it's not something that is an issue for me right now. I'm not feeling
you're not feeling oppressed.
No. And I'm not feeling like, oppression. I wish this can happen each and every 2 weeks. I'm really fine. And this is my thing.
Yeah.
Part of relationshiping is loving the person that your partner is not.
Please say that again.
Part of relationshiping is loving the person that your partner is not.
Okay.
I don't want to change the things that I love about you the most. There's something about you keeping me in check that I love.
Okay.
And I don't know that we will then through time be able to draw a distinction between, okay, no, here it's necessary. Or okay, no, there it's not necessary. There it's, I'm like, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
I don't want to change it. And there is nothing that this Larry character would do that would defile our marriage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or defile me as a person and what I stand for. If you're kind of watching it on a screen, you might laugh.
Yeah.
But if you're there, you might not. you know?
Or maybe it's one of those things where maybe it's a possessiveness where, let me unpack it, let me qualify. Maybe, I mean, I don't know if this happens to a lot of people, but as you're speaking, I'm trying to interrogate my own feelings, my own emotions, my actions, my reactions. So I'm thinking, could it be, I'm trying to psychoanalyze myself now, could it be that I want to be the one who says, I know Lerato because you are my person. And I want to be able to say, no, Lerato.
Yeah.
That won't make Lerato laugh.
Yeah,
I can't have someone telling me, oh my gosh, Larry loves it when,
I get that.
The music is playing at 1,000 decibels and he starts doing this dance. And I'm like, what dance?
Yeah.
I'm like, my husband has a dance.
Yeah.
So I think it's that possessiveness of just wanting to know you and to be able to say, I know all sides of my husband.
Yeah.
I know the fun side, the moody side, the reflective side, the calm side, the peaceful side, the mellow side.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I know you.
And I don't want anyone to have to come tell me about you.
I get that. And
so that is my biggest issue.
You know what? I feel that on a deeper level than you might think.
Yeah.
I get that. I just want you to appreciate though that if you want that, if you wanted that, okay, you want that now, right?
Yes.
So maybe you wanted it then, but then I was like, oh, that's a no-go area. I don't know. But we have to appreciate that it's something that was not allowed to be put on the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like it was just, and I'm just using, I've got this image of this like ESCOM, like the guy where they go 8 o'clock, 4 ways, section, you understand?
Yeah.
And that's what it's not now, right? I'm just talking about then when I made those decisions. Like my wife would just shut it. It was like turn it off.
No, babe. Now you're making me look bad.
But I just qualified it.
Like you're making me look like a mean girl.
Okay.
And I, guys, all I want to be is a kind-hearted person. Like
okay.
I really don't want to be this mean girl. But you know what I think also, my love?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Is that light?
No, I was looking at it in the frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think also, my love, because we have grown, and I really think that you have grown so much in your, what's the word? In your boundaries more than anything. I think then I felt like we also had a boundaries issue. And that's why we used to have a lot of the fights that we used to have. I feel like we also used to have a communications issue, lack of, that is, right? And that's why we used to have some of the issues that we used to have. I feel like now I trust you to make certain decisions.
Yeah.
Right? To make good decisions.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
You are making sense, but I want to because I want to talk to wives, to women, to young women out there.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be a surprise because it's a conversation that I had with
before.
you.
Okay.
All right. Guys, I was 22 when I met my wife.
Yeah.
I was 24 when we got married.
When I know your guy.
You have to understand that in life, people evolve.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have, that's a lie. I've got some regrets. But I understand where I was at a specific season of my life. I wasn't any different from any other 24, 25, 26-year-old.
Yeah.
I will never make excuses for a lack of a lack of character. You know, I think character is a very important thing, and you need to hold that dearly. Like marry a man that has got character, right? But guys, you have to be in a marital space where you get to figure things out.
Yeah. No, I agree.
At that age, you are figuring yourself out. Like, there's so much to figure out. And I think a lot of women have this idea that this guy is going to walk in, we're going to start our marriage, and you've already got a picture of like, it's going to be like this, and he's going to be at home, and we're going to sit in front of the TV, and we're going to Netflix and chill, and we're going to be in bed at this time, and whatever. And, you know, and his friend is going to call, and he's going to say, nah, I'm chilling with my wife. like, come on. Like, guys, let's give each other
room
to grow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's where you're going to find now this man turns 40 and he's going to be wilding out. He's going to feel like his best years were wasted.
Yeah.
He's going to feel... Guys, I'm not making an excuse for it, but I'm just saying, like, give each other room.
Yeah.
Just give each other space.
So I think, my love, I agree with you, and this is my parting words, and you can close up. And I think I completely agree with you. What I find, though, which is unfortunate, which is sad, a lot of people lose each other in those formative years of giving each other room to grow. That's when a lot of disappointments set in. That's when a lot of expectations are not met. And sometimes people don't, they don't stay the course because they're just like, this is a lot, So,
please don't, I don't want you to close, because I just want to interrogate that really quickly. Very quickly before you close.
Okay.
So, were your expectations met?
A lot of them were not.
Right.
Yeah.
So they weren't anyway.
Yeah. Like,
were you disappointed?
A lot of times.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? Do you understand? So the difference here is we're either going to bicker about it all day, every day, or you can sit down with your partner and be like, yo, where you at?
Yeah.
Like, talk to me. There are just some things I'm not understanding. Like, these were my expectations. And I just feel like, now I know that sometimes we don't have the maturity to understand that that's what we need to do.
That's true.
And tempers are flaring and emotions are flying and whatever. But I'm encouraging you now, try it. Try it with your man. Sit him down, be like, listen, I don't know if I've expressed this before, but I kind of had an expectation that when we got married, that this is what things were going to be like. But I feel like I've kind of missed it. Where you at? What's up?
I think like you're saying, baby, we don't have, I can't imagine myself having that conversation when we got married.
Yeah. But that's why we're here for you.
I didn't have the capacity, nor did I even have the diction or the... I just didn't have that.
Yeah.
It's like when a child learns how to speak, I didn't have that kind of vocabulary.
Yeah.
It wasn't formed. It wasn't dropped in my spirit. It happened gradually over time. And I think what helped us, what was our saving grace, was grace. Grace afforded us the room to grow and to get to a point where I always speak about that sweet spot where we're at now, where we found each other again. Ukilabon.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But grace, without
super
spiritualizing it.
Yeah.
It practically show grace to one another.
Yeah.
Like, show grace, guys.
Yeah.
You always have a choice. You always have a choice as to how you're going to respond.
Yeah.
You can take a step back. Guys, if it means that you need to go and punch a wall, go punch a wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just release that energy, come back and be like, yo, So I'm kind of feeling like, you know what I'm saying, and have the conversation, but be as graceful as you can. Do it with the utmost love that you can muster. I don't know that I'm at a place right now where, and by the way, this alter ego that I'm talking about, it's not very, if anything, I'm merging into that person's becoming one person now.
I was about to say, what alter ego in a heart so fali? Is it aging?
No. So in the sense that I am much more free.
Yeah.
I am much louder around my wife. I am more jokey. You know what I mean? And she's. I think even this channel, you know, because now people are like, oh, Patel is always laughing, you know what I mean? And she's like, oh, this is a good thing. This guy can be this guy and he's fine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think, just figure it out, guys. Like, try to figure it out. But I absolutely do think that it's important to be yourself. And it's also important to kind of
I value that.
Figure out the space in which you can be yourself. I'm still on that thing where I'm like, guys, your partner doesn't have to be everything. Like, they don't.
You know what, baby? I think for me, I value authenticity, and if you say that's who you are, I value that.
Sure.
You know, if you say I am these people, and as long as
I'm these people, exhibit A, B.
As long as these people are not hurting anyone, they are not going
anyone.
No, I mean like they're not hurting anyone. Like, because you can say I'm a serial killer, that's my alter ego.
No,
but you know what I'm saying? That someone can say, yeah, my alter ego is a narcissist or whatever. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That as long as your alter ego is kind, they're not hurting anyone, they're not going against God's will and God's wishes, then I am ready to embrace. And that's why we are going for counseling, to be like,
because I'm not ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not.
To let that person in, because like I was saying, I ke batle ka usane Dora a tlo mpotsa hore wena o etsa mlando ko strateng, mara you can't do mlando ka mundlu. No, guys.
All right, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. I like that we have these conversations when we haven't figured them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just right? Like, we're learning, we're growing. There's still a lot of love, you know what I mean? And the fact that we can have these kinds of conversations today, there's a lot of value in that, you know, for us. And have the conversation with your partner, you know, see what they say. I think another thing is, I'm brave to say what I mean and mean what I say. I'm just like, guys, because life is long, hey? And you must just tell the truth, man. Just tell the truth. And I hope it released someone to be able to say, actually, baby, we need to talk. You know? Just be real, man. Just be real and just be like, yo, you know, I don't my wife and I are still on different sides of the fence. I don't think there's anything wrong. I think we are fine.
So if we're fine, then why are we going to counseling?
Because you said so. Wait, did you not say, baby?
I said so.
We're going for counseling, by the way.
We are?
Yeah, because don't you remember after the conversation, you were like, we need to go and speak to Dr. Ingrid about this. Because,
I did say, because I was like, I'm very concerned about this. Hi, guys, this installment is just going left.
No, wait. Okay, wait.
I said, baby, maybe we should. Because when you say you said so, then it's like that mean girl that said, keep it down.
We're going for counseling.
I need to make that appointment.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, no, na ake batlo ba mean girl.
Okay, wait.
And ake batlo ba controlling. No.
Let me rephrase.
I don't want to be that person.
Let me rephrase.
Yes.
When we had the conversation, babe.
Yes.
You said maybe we should go and see someone about this.
Yes, because I feel
Hold
like
on.
Okay.
I then said, baby, we don't have a problem here.
Okay.
We don't need to. And then you said, no, I'm not happy with what you are telling me. I can't just walk away knowing that wena unale alter ego and whatever. And then you explained it. And then you said, we need to go and see Dr.
No, not that you have an alter ego, but you can't let
Be yourself.
me in.
Sorry,
Yes.
you can't let me in.
Yes.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And then you said,
And that's why we are going for counseling to be like,
because I'm not ready.
I'm ready.
I'm not. You reiterated.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So,
Okay, I'm going to wrap this up because we've been talking for long. All I'm going to say, baby, is that, guys, we've been married for 12 years this year. And as you can see, there are still things that we're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
If you are in your first year of marriage, 5 years, you are not lost. And Jesus still loves you.
just put your seatbelt on.
Give yourself room to grow. And I love
Yeah.
what you said about grace. I think I offer you a lot more grace lately.
Yes.
I offer us a lot more grace.
Yes.
And
I've always offered us grace.
because I was
Always.
perfect. Because I was
You
perfect. You know what? There was no grace to offer.
Please remember
No, I'm
to
joking.
like, subscribe, comment, share, turn on that notification bell to know every single time we upload a new installment, and watch the ads, people. We love you. We love you. We love you.
adore you.
And we hope that this was helpful.
Love you.
One time,
too real. Oh, yeah.
You know what it is. Peace and blessings, people. We out.
Love you. Bye.